I always thought ghost stories were nonsense, just tricks of the mind, illusions caused by darkness and fear. That was before I lived in that apartment, before the shadows started moving, before I realized they weren't just watching me, they were waiting. I moved into the apartment on a chilly October evening. The place was old, the walls heavy with a history I couldn't see but could feel. It had been vacant for months. The landlord was all too eager to hand over the keys, barely meeting my eyes when I asked about the previous tenant. The first night it started, I was sitting on the couch unpacking boxes when something flickered in my peripheral vision, a shadow shifting in the far corner of the room. I turned my head sharply, expecting to see something logical, maybe a curtain moving in a draft, or a play of light from the street outside. But there was nothing. Still, the feeling lingered, a weight in the air, like something unseen was standing just beyond the edges of my vision, watching. Over the next few nights, it got worse. The shadows weren't behaving like normal shadows. They were wrong. They stretched unnaturally long across the walls, moving even when nothing else did. At first, I thought I was losing my mind. Then I saw it. It happened around 3 a.m. I woke to the sound of something scraping against the floor. Slow, deliberate, like nails dragging across wood. My breath hitched as I turned my head toward the bedroom doorway. And there it was, a shadow, taller than any person, stretching unnaturally high, its limbs too long, its head crooked at an impossible angle. It stood just inside my bedroom, motionless. It didn't have a face, but I knew it was staring at me. I couldn't move. My body was paralyzed with sheer, suffocating dread. I wanted to scream, but no sound came out. I could hear it breathing, if you could call it that. A slow, raspy inhale that filled the entire room, like dry leaves rustling in a cold wind. Then it moved, not by stepping forward, not by shifting naturally. It glided. I felt something press against my chest, an invisible weight, crushing, suffocating. I tried to breathe, but the air in my lungs turned to ice. Just as I thought I would pass out, it whispered, not words, not in any language I could understand, but I felt it. The meaning burned into my mind. Let me in. I don't remember what happened after that. I must have blacked out, because the next thing I knew, sunlight was streaming through my bedroom window. But the air was still thick with something unseen, something waiting. I should have left right then, but I didn't. I convinced myself it was sleep paralysis, stress, exhaustion, anything but what I knew, deep down, was real. That night, I left every light on. I refused to sleep. Then, at exactly 3 a.m., every bulb in my apartment exploded at once. Shards of glass rained down, plunging me into absolute darkness. And in that darkness, I saw them. Not just one. Dozens. They crawled from the walls, slithering along the floor, their limbs twisting unnaturally. Some were tall, others small and hunched, their movements jerky and unnatural, like broken marionettes. They surrounded my bed, their whispering voices overlapping in a chaotic, suffocating hum. Let us in. Let us in. Let us in. I couldn't move, couldn't scream. Then the tallest one, the first one I had seen, bent down until its face, or where its face should have been, was inches from mine. It opened its mouth, a gaping, endless void of pure darkness, and I fell into it. I don't remember hitting the floor. I don't remember waking up. But somehow, I was standing outside the apartment, barefoot, the cold morning air biting at my skin. I never went back. I tried to move on, I changed apartments, changed cities, but it didn't matter. They followed me. The shadows in my new home move when they shouldn't. My reflection in the mirror lags a second behind. Sometimes I wake up with scratches on my arms, bruises in the shape of fingers, and every night at 3 a.m., the whispering begins again. Let us in. If you ever see the shadows move, if they start watching you, do not acknowledge them. Do not listen. Do not let them in, because once you do, they never leave. Thanks for watching Cryptic Chronicles. If you love eerie stories and creepy tales, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.